The Little Book of Grief, Grace, and Gratitude by Chris Palmore. The risk of love is loss, and the price of loss is grief. But the pain of grief is only a shadow when compared with the pain of never risking love. Stanton Zunin. I thought I knew what depression was going into 2014. I'd had my heart broken, not just broken, I mean really torn apart. I was in a good place, married to a wonderful and loving woman, in a really nice home, with her 2 sons and our 2 adopted cats. I was healthy, and we lived within miles of my parents, who were healthy and vibrant. And then everything changed, too quickly for me to adjust, hence my depression. We have no control over our lives. Viktor Frankl knew what he was talking about when he said, "We have absolutely no control over what happens to us in life, but what we have paramount control over is how we respond to those events. All we have control over is what we choose to focus on and what we decide it all means." When we grieve, however, we may feel like we don't even have any control over that. My sister kept her cancer a secret from almost everyone, and my dad and I found out only 2 weeks ago. That's 9 days before hospice set up a bed and put her on oxygen in her house. That's 11 days before EMS had to come rescue her from her house. That's 14 days before her heart stopped at 7:14 a.m. on July 14th, 2022. I was upset for a moment when she told me that she'd had cancer for the past year and a half, just for a moment, though. The reality is that it was her body, her life, her illness, and her decision whether or not to share the sad news. With me and my dad, she really had a good reason for not telling us. We had all lost Mom together in a very similar way. The trauma from the months, then weeks, and finally days leading up to her heart stopping changed all of us. Grief can take on many forms. Anything can happen when we grieve. My sister went straight from being the caregiver to my mom to being a caregiver to my dad in the wake of Mom's passing. My dad was lost and didn't know if up was down. My dad wears his heart on his sleeve, and I love that about him. He needed someone to take him by the hand in this time of utter darkness. My sister was that person. I'd like to think that I would have been that person if need be, but honestly, looking back, I was unavailable. When my mom passed, I went searching for answers. I went through a period of self-reflection, trying to make sense of it all. I was no help to anyone for months, so I'm grateful to my sister for being there for my dad. People going through grief need a lifeline. We want answers to all of our questions. We are drowning and we want to know we will be all right. We can't focus on life as we knew it before our grief. We want to know what to do today, now. We need to spend time with whatever we feel. Our emotions are there for a reason. We don't need someone telling us how we should feel that can cause us more trauma and push us farther from the shore.